Hello, my name is Farmman and welcome back to another vlog. So here we are with the 2140, as everyone wanted to see me have a drive of it. So since the last sort of update vlog, I've moved my hay mower over there, which is a massive 70, because the PZ has sold but the bloke hasn't come picked it up, so it could be back for sale. I need to sheet the baler up, which we're going to do this weekend, and we've been on logs. These two have been on logs most of this week. That's the first trailer load going in now. And then I'm going to just basically go to town on it on Saturday. Now I'll walk you through what we've done. So since the last time it had a clean, it doesn't look like it's had a clean, but it has had a clean. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of this gunk off. This side we didn't concentrate too much on, we just sort of gave it a good lathering. It's had a new set of ball joints on, these sets. The power steering, the steering problem is still around. So we've rang John Deere again, and they said it could be they said it's the seals in one of these sides that's kind of shit itself, which is why when you turn the steering wheel right, it just constantly keeps turning right because it can feed the oil back in. So apparently there's a seal gone somewhere. So we've rang them, we've talked to their mechanics, and they've said that's probably what it is. But I've got no idea what you do with it, so we're going to have a good look on the weekend, if we can get one by then or during the week. So we cleaned, as you can see, all the front axle needs redoing, again cleaning, but as you can see this side has gone, we've got back to the old paintwork on just about everything. There's still bits that need a good clean. You can see the serial number there and the type. I've cleaned down in there a bit, not brilliantly, but I've cleaned a bit down there. Could do with most of it taking off really and get a good clean. As you can see, I've done the windows. This is the second clean these windows have had since I've owned it. I went properly through them with a good spray, and as you can see, you can actually see out the bloody things now instead of being grime everywhere. I am going to straight pipe it soon, but not just yet. I've got bigger things to concentrate on with sorting it out. We found a problem with the sunroof. I don't know whether we'll be able to see it up here, but as you can see, there's loads of fiberglass all over it that someone's tried to repair, and they've done an absolute shite job of repairing it, and it has started, and it actually leaks in now, so the seat's wet. So I'm not putting a new seat in it till I fix the roof, which I'll probably just buy a new one of. But like I said, the cab, I've hoovered the cab out, so it isn't actually as bad. But I am going to hoover it all out, give it a good scrub over with when it's a hot day, rip the last of this sort of interior shit out, this whatever this is, pull it all out, and then start ordering the new kits to come fit them. So I'll probably start with the front wings, the wings either side, then I'll probably do the roof and all the roof, and then do the fronts. It basically looks like a new cab when it's done. That's the only bit I'm actually going to do like that, simply because I like having a good clean cab. I don't know about other people, but if you've seen the 6.6, it is almost immaculate in there, and that's the way I like things, because it means it doesn't look shit when I turn up to someone's house to do a job. You know, I quite like the kit. Now I've decided I'm going to put a beacon bar on this one, just temporary fix, because I do not feel like wiring beacons in, because people said the beacons have to go on the wing mirrors. So I'm assuming these two brackets here are where the wing mirrors are supposed to be, but they're not, so I'm going to have to drill them out and retap them. And these two brackets are where the square work lights go. And then what I was going to do is make a plate here that kind of sits sort of on the wing and then out, and then I was going to fit my number plate there, you know, a bit further across so the windowsill opens. I've got to reseal almost all the windows. I did leave it outside just to see what would actually leak in, so all the windows want resealing. Yeah, and then I was going to put a little beacon bar on just for now, and then I probably would eventually wire them in. As you can see, this one's got the nice job of splitting. There's a few little cracked rust points. These wings are going to be resprayed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wheels off. I'm going to clean all inside and over the tops. I'm going to take these lights off, take the windows out, and as much as off as I can, sand them all black, and then repaint them all in John Deere green. Repaint the back bitting black. You know, repaint the doors. The cab will look like new. It'll look a bit weird for a few years, but then after that it should be alright. And yeah, but I haven't got my head mounted camera, so this is going to be quite fucking fun to do. As you can see, that middle strip there is where I did my Massey mower test. That mower is on sleds, so it doesn't actually dig in the ground when it goes along, which is quite fun and makes life stupidly fucking easy. But other than that, not a lot has changed. We need to move some of that shit about. I might start recording vlogs on the weekend of me just doing odd jobs like moving the mower and, you know, sorting shit out, because we want to dig some holes along there. So I'm going to move my chain arrows somewhere. I'm probably going to move my chain arrows in front of that mower, move that plough out. There's a topper there for which, if anyone wants, is about 500 quid. I'm probably going to move that somewhere. There's a big set of 10-foot chain arrows if anyone wants them for like 200 quid. David Brown's over there and the mower's in front of it, but the mower is definitely sold. The guy said to me he bought it, he said yeah he definitely wants it, and I said okay. Set of ear defenders because it gets fucking loud in here when you're mowing. I had that little test run and fuck me, and it blew my ears up. But as you can see, the cab isn't too bad. There isn't much rot actually in it, so I think once I get rid of some of these plastic panels and I can get all this shit off and have a good look behind it and get it all refitted, it'll look a lot better. But as you can see, all this window seals have gone hard and the back window doesn't actually even shut anymore. I like to take this gas strip off because it's actually stuck full on. It won't actually come off. One thing you might all like to know, I've got my other, is it going to work now? I've got my other windscreen wiper working. So there we go, so I've now got two, which no one needs to know. So yeah, this tractor has a really weird problem, which I will show you now. I will leave the door open because it smokes like fuck when you start. It's also a bit temperamental to when it wants to fucking start. So, shut the door. Right, so the problem it has is, as you can see, the wheels are sort of semi-set, and as you saw then, it come back. So if I keep turning it, but look how fast I'm having to turn it to how fast they're going. Well, look, these are on the stops now, but I'm still going, and they very slightly bounce back. If I turn it to the left, it's not many steers, and once you hit the stop, the wheel stops. So we rang John Deere and asked them a good few questions, and as well as you turn this slowly, it does literally nothing. So we rang John Deere and they said that's probably what it is. There's a new pump under there, as you can see. So there's a new pump there. But anyway, we're going to go sort of left around the garden. So we'll select so range is that one. So fuck me. You have to just sort of give the clutch a minute. So that's range, so that's first, well that's second, fourth, 6, 8, so if we go for 6, now unfortunately the foot throttle doesn't really work. The foot throttle is kind of like off or on, so as you can see, there's not really much gearbox whine, there isn't really much of anything. It is quite a weird thing as how like hard it will knock over for a four-wheel drive. Like we've almost just turned back on ourselves. But like I said, it's this steering problem it still has is a bit temperamental. But they say it's a seal. I think it might be a seal or a valve, but they didn't say anything about any valves, so we're going to test the seal kit on it first because it's fairly simple to do. We'll just stop here. That's the Massey mower, as you can see. So as you can see, there's sort of sled underneath it. There's a sled that side on it as well, and it works really well. I put new blades on it. They got a bit rusty, but it cuts really nice. And also it's gearbox driven off the PTO, so it isn't like waiting for belts to spin up or anything. That thing is almost instantly up to 540. Once you push the engine on this to 540, that thing is at 540 RPM. Yeah, the baler needs sheeting up and the hay ball needs a bit of work. Then I'm going to drag the baler back. I'm going to sheet it for now, and then sort of in December, January time, I'm going to drag it out, fix everything on it, grease everything, clean it all out properly. Because I know it wants a few little things. The chains have got really sloppy, and could probably do with a bit of a look, bit of a fix. And then I'm also going to make the mounts for the brown sled to go on the back and sort all that out. So I've finally got the sled and the baler together, and that back plate as well that says New Holland on, that keeps coming off. So I need to drill, I'm going to drill a hole in the sides of it and weld a bolt through. Weld a bolt through, then I'm going to just put 2 nuts on so it can't come off. But if I weld the bolt on, it means it can't go anywhere. So anyway, back to doing this. Now I'll quickly show you the hydraulics as well. So as you can see, the hydraulics, which way is it? All the way back is up. As you can see, almost instantly up and just sort of down. So they get stuck on these, because the arm things down there are so bent that when it actually tries to drop it, it can't actually do it. So, and because the log splitter isn't very heavy, you know, it doesn't really like it. They will drop down eventually. But as you can see, the fuel and the temp gauge works. I put a bit of diesel in this and the temp gauge is slowly climbing. I didn't put loads in it just in case I had to start stripping pipelines out of it or anything like that. And I put new track rod ends on it, and then I'm going to go and have it tracked up again, because when we took them off, they were like, that one was 41 in and that one's, I don't think, the same. So we're going to have it redone. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have it straight piped. I'm going to do the radio in it as well. I think I said all this in the last video, but never fucking remember. So come round, but as you can see, it turns alright. It's not too bad, but it's just a pain in the arse when you try and do anything, because you endlessly just keep turning. So yeah, I'm also going to put a weird nameplate in this corner here. Sorry, you're on the hand that steers. I've completely lost my well, I don't even know where I've put it. The thing that lets me put the GoPro on my head. I don't know where I fucking put it, but I put it somewhere. So, and I don't know where all my sticky mounting. If I had my mounting pads on, I just stuck you on that little plate there. But like, that's going to get painted, all the inside. I'm going to basically clean the cab out, paint it all black inside, and then start re-sticking the interior on, so the black, so there's nothing, so if any moisture does get in, there's nothing for it to go through. So yeah, this is just a quick little vlog. I know people wanted to see it moving and all that and see me drive it, but it is fairly loud. Like, everybody's favourite thing with these tractors is the fact that if you actually rev them up, you can hear the turbos. You can hear the turbos quite well, to say they're on just mufflers. So she sounds quite healthy, but the charge light stays on for now. I am going to sort that out. That's where it's going to go next. I'm just going to take it to the shed and get the charge tester out and make sure it actually is charging. But thank you everybody for watching. Leave me a comment down below if you think I should start doing vlogs when I'm doing stuff at home with these tractors. I know quite a few people want me to make vlogs when I go out to do jobs, but I've got to make sure it's okay with the owner's permission sort of first, as it is their land. So if I get one that says yeah, then I'll happily make one, you know, no problem. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe more today, and I'll see you all in the next video. Happy farming and goodbye.